Respect. Name of Chico Kabiamo. I give you respect. Respect. Thank you once again. I congratulate Biafrans. I congratulate Mazen and the Kano. I congratulate Juku and Effium, and I congratulate Samuel Ebe. I congratulate every freedom fighter, and I congratulate every Omwada January. Breasted. Let us be Freedom Day. Let us be Reality Day. We bring ourselves in the lowest level to get it heart of the people, to get them to understand it. Don't expect it. Heavy mansion, heavy giant, heavy money, heavy person to give you freedom. Oh, there where Jesus. No, the freedom is at the moment now. Everything is finished. Ekusigo. Breasted Njoko. I use this opportunity to congratulate the Western people to move forward in this moment. Breasted name of Chukwu Kabia.
Yes. We are live in the voice of Mazen Nandikan. We are live voice of Biafra 97.5 FM in Jago Breasted Eastern Security. Further notice, I want to identify and address that things should be taken as responsibility and control. I call upon the World Bank, I call upon World Financial to stingies and corroborating to the fact that we, IPOB, autopilot, spokesman Samuel Ebe, and Umwada, we are world global responsibility on outcomings, how the things happen about Biafra all over the world. We are coming up for sponsoring and supporting and fundraising for protect our land, Eastern security, and anyone's are making fundraising all over the world, whether not US, whether not fake do whatever they're making, all this money they're making under Eastern security will be accountability to the Biafran autopilot by spokesman bank. We have our signature. We have right to claim any money in any bank in the world so far attached with Biafra has been recommending without Mazen Nandikan or Samuel Ebe or Mwata, as we were saying, and all the money must go to official who have right in any bank to claim the money without no signature. This is chapter book 6, chapter book 8, European cost 1, 2. Respect. Nobody can take money in the name of Holland all over the world. It doesn't matter. Holland in charge will claim the money. The same thing for Biafra. Samuel Ebe, Breasted. He said this is a short notice, but we are doing it to see and what understanding that to forcing people to get vote card or intimidating people to close their shop or intimidating people in the church to not come to church. All these things is fraud and scanning, but we already know where the problem coming from. We feel betrayed that Rugard has been no use the deal he make with Forami without consulting the Biafran people. When he make the deal, there is no history of Biafran Igbos, no history of Ijo, anything. But what exists? You see how the perpetual handing over Nigeria to Forami, then we are not part of them. Then they lie to the sick, lie to the east to help them. They are suffering. Let me tell you, I blessed the name of Chukwukabian. We exposed every evil, and that is the end of what Mazin and Kano has made the world to know that we reached the bridge. And we are in the bridge that every constitutionalist have to be adopted for the bridge and make the bridge on the way bridge. Means the indigene to consulting the indigene to make decision for themselves. That is democracy. I thank you all. I hope those intellectuals have courage to understanding my PCC, my Talastin, my Kakrasin, my Tikrasin, my addressing, rested, go to school, live the life, not for money, not for killing, not for selfishness. Go to school to implementing in the life for next 2 generation life to live. That is what will stand. Bless the name of Chukwukabian. He say, but also the Western education have been supporting that every black man went to schools in Africa, all over the world. Oxford University, all this in hijacking and blackmail history, that they can hear the history of Fulamis. But who have existed? Where is the history of the Biafrans? Where is our discussion with the British? Where is how they convince us to give oil behind us, going to settle people? They made double settles. So all these things is jargons. Thank you, spokesman. Thank you, Chukwukabian. Thank you, Mazin Nandikan. I thank myself. Blessed name of Chukwukabian. Ana Guanele, Yamanka also. Ifema Malo Aburufu. Point of correction. Blessed in the name of Chukwukabian. We are live in the voice of Mazin Nandikan. We are live in the voice of Biafran 97.5 Njoku Eastern Security Breasted. We want to dedicate and address the world medias all over the world for understand this at this moment. Immediately understand it. Corresponding and understand it immediately. We are going to cross the bridge of the key of mechanism of the institution of the earth have been exist, should be imply and correspond immediately without compromising and without doubting objective on this category. We are staging this autopilot Biafra of stand-up of create awareness to stable African region and stable region of the world. Blessed, there is opportunity on this form that we already have solutions for many things to step on it. British, we have to give special thanks for Mazin Nandikan for produce someone like Samuel Ebetu Bebu to give you opportunity to claim the right you couldn't claim for the jacket. I want BBC channel to be addressing fact and figure and implementing the point of what Samuel Eba have been raising up to be addressing in CNN, addressing all over the world channels. It's a new way of British to claim they are not bad, or British to be able to be free in evil, contributed democracy, double message should be stopped immediately. The right of the people as willing of Loga Ludgard has been feel betrayal, intimidation in more than 150 years ago have been expected that wish and the wish planning company Nigeria has been not really will or wish for the British. So at this moment, I want every channel, Facebook, every media platform, no one can have any right to not allow Biafra. I want every speech he makes is figure and the fact, and every platform must recognize it and address it that is very clean. I'm talking of Facebook, I'm talking of Twitter, I'm talking of Instagram, I'm talking of every WhatsApp, whatever. Enter Biafra should be operating in this current time, and no any danger or warning or any reason whether I show the photo is fact and figures. It's not bigger than what CNN shows what happened in Afghanistan. It's not bigger than what CNN shows what happened in Iraq, Syria. All these things have been accounted, been transparent and exposed to the world. That is what Samuel Ekpan doing, and that is evidence we adopted it and accepted it. Breasted in the name of Chukwu Kabiam. This is a warning and this is a directions have been spoke out, should be imply and comply immediately. Thank you. Freedom of Mazin and can comply. Comply immediately. We are making bigger measurement on this coming time. No election in the Biafran land. No election. We don't have anything to do with this evil, and this evil has been hooked. Western people should be, we ourselves should be take it away. Yeah, governor, yeah, police, or this. I want to tell you, jihad military is coming. They will resign every important people, recruit their people. Yeah, governor, but you don't have no right in the military, no Eastern people in the military. I'm talking to you people. Diringer speaking. The messenger of Mazen and the camp speaking to dedicated the black people why God created you to live your country and been slaving in Europe for years and the jagged. There is no black man country in this world. Therefore, we are coming. Promise. He say, no way there. Rested in the name of Chukwu Kabiama. He say, the word, the Biafran, successful, come out of the pressure, come on top of the pressure. There is no more pressure on Biafra. Etuagako Ibonsube. We're in a spotlight. Autopilot in a spotlight. Biafra in a spotlight. Precious spotlight. That we are in there. Shaped us by Chukwu Kabiam. Positive, transparent. Breasted name of Chukwu Kabiam. I want every Biafran people in the diaspora, every Biafran people in the downtown Biafra, starting from today, just talking about simple things. Maznankan is free. Maznankan is free. No one talk about election. No one talk about hardship. No one talk about anything. Just talking about Maznankan is free. And they believe we're already free. The world have to take step, measure to move forward to adopted its positions, classifying that the British was eliminating by the conquest in the jagged, in the DC, being disabilities of the Western policy has been not been stable, mostly in Africa today. Now it must be stable. So I want to use the opportunity to inform the Biafran people. That's one thing I want everybody to remember. Don't forget that the women always speak opposite side. Every time Maznanka went to the court, it's always a negative. I know Nigeria cannot release it, she cannot have come out. Don't believe them. If you look the language of the word according to our sources, it says that it's a very clear message to remind you people that Nero Febu is responsibility, current responsibility, because it's on the hook of the other 11 of his group have been taking the punishment and been already expected that all of them gonna be resigned. Maznan can gonna resign all of them. And Nero Febu has been getting to get it right. So I want anyone to understand and analyze this thing. Go back. Remember every blessed day Maznan can be in the court. What coming out for Nero Febu is not fair. I'm very shocked. I shocked that he hijacked the race split of you two. Try to blackmail him and sacrifice our clean men's having been should be done things right. And change the narrative of the DSS,
autopilot.
Change narrative of DSS Nigeria, change narrative of government of Nigeria, change narrative of Eastern security. No, they can never, no. Sorry to say this, but I have to say it to the Biafran in the downtown to understand this. Biafran diaspora to understand it. No more watching any comedy will come to cross all this sharp as the gun. Biafran is on the door. We are free. Breasted. Samuel Rebbe. Breasted. Eastern security. Breasted. Umuada. Breasted. Biafrans. All over the world. Freedom of Mazin and Ise. Yes, sir. What I'm adding for come to the conclusions that I want. Let's forget about the states. Let's go where it was before the state in example. But let's use a state an example. I want all these states or peoples or cities, I will mention their names in a different state to behind the state of our flooding being claiming as an Igbo or Biafran city as a 5-state. Let's behind that. But I want everyone from this state to seek and ask help from Simon Ebe and also to comply to understanding. This is commanding and demanding for yourself. This is what I want to tell you. And this moment, starting from Ule to Udo, to Sapele, to Wore, to Uguacha, Ugep, Ububura, Itigidi, Manfe, come back to Olone, Ndone, Okrika, Ubibu, come back, Umureri, Agreri, come back, Asa Ayaba, Ogwashuku, Ukwale, Ogologo, Abo, Bankele, move forward, Igara, TV, Adibo, no complying, sit at home, being part of the sit at home 2 weeks to get freedom, we're already free. Follow me, British, what no one has right to deny you are demanding of yourself as the nation mighty Chukwukeke Abiyama created the world as your right. Time of blindness is gone. Time of sleepiness is gone. Time of envy and jealousy is gone. The power of Chukwukabiam have been taken over. I want you people adopted and follow full step forward as Samuel Ebe and the new autopilot as moving. Blessed name of Chukwukabiam. Notification, message deliver. Una anigi ihe nkwuru. Many do what I said. Let's be good for all and for you. Blessed name of Chukwukabiam. He say freedom of Mazen and almost from food. Integrated of Nigeria will be done as it be done. Nigeria is to be very integrated. The book is in the world. CNN take over. BBC take over. Pentagon take over. Original Biafra take over. UK Parliament take over. United Nations take over. As a solution, the world will focus. I told you, Biafra is number one issue. Let's recorrecting, and straight why Western people have been called them racist because of perpetual victimizer, fearness of intimidation of calibers of foreigners, emir of southern of Sokoto have been put them in this condition that Christianity is ruthless, traditional race is ruthless, their culture is ruthless, democracy is ruthless, values of women is ruthless, created to be black people's repeating ruthless. Blessed name of Chukwukabiam, freedom of Amazon, and can you say, Amagonele.
I love about this whole display of standing up as Africans to foreigners who wants to come in and change the whole dynamics of how business is done is that we have a voice and we have a responsibility to protect one's country. Now the thing about it is that everybody gets upset if somebody says something about their country, but very few people are willing to stand up. They just let those come in, dictate, control, and do nothing. Now what I also like about the brother is that he was very courageous. He showed no fear. He looked them dead in the eye, and he told them, this is shutting down today. You know, the one thing that I do have in mind, though, is why aren't they doing that to the Europeans who own 72% of the land and not ensure that they get that land back? Why are they not doing this to the Europeans? Now, I know that Julius Malema or Malema has had many conversations and initiatives to try to get this land back to the people. Problem of it is, I'm quite sure, is that you have those sellouts who have hands in their pocket, giving them opportunities to enjoy the beautiful, expensive life in order to ensure that votes aren't passed so that they don't lose this land. Now, I say all that to say is that sometimes we stand up against those who we don't see fear or have fear against. But it's mighty funny that when it comes to the Europeans, we get zip lip, we get limp wrist, a jelly back, and don't say
It's all about to be Biafra. Listen to the music. Listen to the comment.
I hope that this video reached many people.
Dr. Power Space.
It is time for Africa to start to change the demographics. I'm not saying mistreat people. I'm not saying to, run everybody out and, have a disregard for international trades and stuff like that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that when you have people who are raping your land, who are bringing garbage into your communities, who are shipping businesses, illegal minings, paying people pennies, having child's laborers for those who are out in these mining fields. This should be heavily scrutinized because these people come in, they pollute the country, they will never come in your business and support it. We need to open our eyes up to that. So my hat's off to the freedom fighters out there in South Africa who are making some moves, some initiatives in order to ensure that those who are coming in will give the respect, they will give the utmost honor which is due to the locals, bringing in products or produce that are worth selling so that everybody can benefit.
Yes, bro. Thank you for the mind to explain what exactly Biafran people was being saying. They had to clean up this garbage, Fulanis and Chinese, and the British has been made to the difficult for the people for their sustain their land. So thank you for the courage and.
This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa. Think about it. Think about it.
That is a clear message about it now. Everybody respects Samuel Rebel. Everybody to honor him. We're gonna hear the voice of Mazin and can very soon. Thank you. I'm blessed in the name of Chukwuka. Think about it. Think about it. Yes, I want to inform the world, the Western world. I want to inform USA. I want to inform the Pentagon. I want to inform all the leaders of the world to understanding that Africa, according to your constitutions and to be reality, you don't want this thing to be happen. And I thank the young youth of Western world have been spoke up for the witness what wrong, how Africa was rushing on troop, but they never hear in the media there's war in Africa, just like when Tony Blair was wrong, to decide that he was right, to revenge the impunity of figures their grandfather go through by religions, by use under democracy, and be a failure, what result in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Libya, and affecting all the whole easy way of the foundation of the reality, what is playing on in Nigeria today. So I want to inform the world to understanding that the British, to understanding that the books of the hidings has been exposed, the secret of the mistakes and the reason they make a mistake have been exposed, because a young British can never look at Biafran people die. America can never look at Biafran people die. European people can never look at Biafran die. Foreign people can never look at Biafran dies. But that secret has been exposed by his spokesman, Samuel Ebe, official, follow the handwriting of the world. Take everything serious, understand it. Having been, the world should be recognizing from its expositions to start addressing the right way of to stop parading the hook has been hooked to create opposite side of their preaching, opposite side of their Christianity, opposite side of their democracy. The word called them laces, but the hook is out from your neck. Let us stand up and straighten things up. There is many victims have been passed through in all the regions in Africa. Seriously, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Mali, Senegal, Burkina Faso, all around behind West Africa. And thank the little bit effort Nigeria will always have make, and Ghana and some part of Togo are breathing with the Duo family. Also have a part of history from Nuba. But let's keep that beside. So I thank you to understanding the what you have to pray out in this moment. Doesn't matter how you feel, but I thank you all that the exposure have been exposed. Let us stingies and focus to do what is needful. And I use opportunity to also talk to the Biafran peoples in diaspora to understanding, to wasting your time and promoting B2B or talking about anything has not been seen. You should be seeing it this moment and move on this moment. I thank you to dedicate and meditate their melody, their mechanism, transformer, diode, and the IQ to be adopted. Agilities to be out of use, blindness, darkness effort, strengthens, die quickies, necessaries, sickness, necessaries on this blind against one another should be stopped, and understanding the fact too much religions and too much churches and everything have been. All these things, blindness have to be stopped. Blessed freedom of Mazin and Ken is there for you. Thank you. Take everything for granted. It's up to you. Take everything reality. No racist British hook as out. Follow me. Futajero. Breasted. I don't know what to say. Breasted Chukwukabiam. We set it up. We look it up. We hear the message of the Belgian conquers kings have descended with the British. And we hear the message of Fulani with the British. But it was going to be truth. And the reality, every reasonable other tribes are not really Nigeria, has not interested in that country. Only Fulanis have interested. Coming all over the Sahara Desert with the Dankoto trawlers fooling everywhere, coming every state. It doesn't matter because of his position. Njaku, Samuel Abe, Eastern Security himself have exposed. That is the message our sons to give. That is the freedom of Mazin and Nikan. That is the freedom of British. That is the freedom of the black people. That is the secret hidden. Not the hidden of hijacking of the redo. To turn it to naked and turn it to out of point. And turn it to comedy. And turn it to cover up. Because Chukwukabiam Biafra is a spirit. It's a spirit that the Western people love it, but something hooked has been out. This is a message. Voice of Mazin and again. Voice of spokesman of Biafra, Samuel Abe Njogu, Eastern Security. This is voice of the Biafra. This is voice of Ojukwu. This is voice of Uri and Nephew. This is the voice of our ancestors. This is the voice of Universal. This is the voice of Chukwukabiam. Rested. Rested. He said, what is playing out Western world? Bring Biafra issue in the world stage. It can help feel when you do that, Biafran come. All the mayors will be rechanging in all the Englands. All the principle will be reshameful, all the Western world. Everyone would love to go back to their home country, whether you're Afghanistan or India or you're Morocco or you're anywhere, they would like to go there. Then you can see clear what is behind the sea. Soon as you refuse pursuing Biafra, the world is turning wrong. Remember what Maznan Khan said. Christianity, Constitution, democracy, civilization. We are there, we are in there. Blessed name of Chukwukaga. Blessed. He say, Anagwanele, Kiman Kaiman Kaza. And I spend a Yamalisiga. If you Namala, Abulufu. Blessed. Welcome once again. My speech tonight is responsibility and transparency and accountability of the foundation of democracy. I want to inform the world to understanding what we are transparenting and what we are explaining and what we are standing on this moment. We demand freedom of Mazanan can before ongoing further notice. What we are asking and what transparenting at this moment. Anyone have his right, and any right is personal obligation and the personal demand consigned under democracy constitutional. To have a vote card, you should be not implementing to eliminate underrating the revenue without presenting that as being should be not interacting any part of the world. And secondly, we have to recognize that sitting down is a simple individual decisions, and recognizing in a democracy in the Western world, right to vote or choose to vote is individual choice, uncompromising. Let's make it clear. Any person is campaigning, any rally, any things, we are not against it. They can campaign in the northern Nigeria, they can campaign in the western Nigeria, but not in the eastern. And where they call middle belt should not be happening. We are coming soon with what we're gonna transfer this month to unite together beside foolishness of Goa. Take it serious. Stepping backward, ideology of Nigeria is playing today have been being more than 150 years old. I've been transparenting today by spokesman based on destruction and eyes on the ball and hand handwriting on the wall and understanding the second-hand code. Spirituality is not game man. That is where we are. That's where you find me. That's the job of Martin and the Ghana. To dedicate the educated, the black people, Caribbeans, and black people in the Western world to understanding what this makes life means. So I thank you all to focus the understanding interest the Western people will stand up to support Eastern security on this coming 18 on Bodiri to keep peace, because Christianity has been failure in Nigeria. People are dying. I feel without no conscience. I feel it heavy. Blessed name of Chukwu Gabriel. We are live in the verse of Marcel and the Ghana. We are live in the verse of Biafra. Blessed name of Chukwu Gabriel. We say, yes, we are live. Voice of Marcel and the Ghana. We are live. Voice of Biafra. 97.5 FM downtime. Biafra. Breasted in Jacob. We are continually. Well, thank you once again. We are in the progress. We are in a new way of moving forward. So I thank you once again. Also, I want to inform the world in this moment, I feel it's so sad that these pandemic systems have been being full affected, engaging in silent and the weak, activative of reaction of what you see and what you hear and what should not happen. They are so weak and just see it uncommon. That's what is spreading as the first step of the implementing of controlling or the reason why of pandemic have been exist. I feel so disappointing how to take the Western people more encounter or serious when I looking in their eyes, they stand up and being blind, intellectual, science, everyone has turned to like a child. They've been like colonizing and they charging again to teach you the elemental and the plumbers and the platform of beginning of life when it was small. Wash your hand, cover your nose, clean your hand, wash your leg, beside people, don't talk, all these things. It's very dangerous that people watch people wounding, falling. You cannot go closer because of one or two schools. Some people let their parents to die. All these cycles now implementing that there can be new system of their life, but we are not part of it, are watching it. So I thank you. So my addressing to
Yes, sir. Blessed name of Chukwu Kabiama. I thank the world once again. Let's kick it up, kick it on. Biafran movement is kicking on, What we're kicking on is that we are fighting with clean mind and obligation and collaborating, intellectual, constitutionalizing by the cultures and implementing by circumstances, addressing, speechings, enlightens, and exposes, and educating at the same time have been strengthening the mindset of people to be reconciled and be reconciled, being eyes on the board. Is why the complicated and the jagged and the hooks beings life and the world has been not been one eye see. When you see a black man, you see different. When you see a Chinese man, you see different. When you see Indian man, you see different. When you see, India means by advancing that they see them white, but really also they're black. When you see Western man, you see like, all those things is something make the world not completed. Thank you that the new door open is on the board. I feel disappointed of this pandemic. But it's all realities. All is gonna be good. Biafra is there. Blessed in the name of Chukwuka. That is what I have today. To the world, to myself, to oncoming and ongoing. Inufu popo, ife popo mo kupu no po. Ife po kupu bepa mo po. Inupu fupu, ife po sa me ebef kupu. Obu pupo pupa fu kopo, ife mepe mepu kupu. Inufu ntupo, ise. Chukwuka Abiama. Ụtụtụ na anyanwụ mbido ọchịchịrị anyị na-akpọ gị in the north, in the south, and the east, and the west, and call you in the central. Everything is so clear to the world that its eyes is open. We're on the board. We're on the ball. Yes, I.